I have a wonderful electronic invention I want you to see. It looks something like this.
Good morning!
What's crazy is Priscilla and I were just talking about what's on the show, and we've run out of time to talk about that. So now she doesn't know what's on.
I think it's crazy. It feels like it's been ages since we've done a morning
It
show.
has, because you were away one Thursday, I was away on Tuesday.
Oh yeah, that's right.
And Stace was away Tuesday.
I was away doing a PD, FYI.
Oh yeah,
I like all the letters that I'm using.
Professional development.
And how do you feel to be back? You excited?
Yeah, I'm
I'm loving where we're at, where our background is today.
Oh, very
It
nice.
makes me feel like the potential of travelling somewhere could be a possibility.
I don't think we'll do any shout-outs just yet.
Okay, cool.
I think what we should do is maybe just start with our text for the day.
Oh yes.
So Echo, I don't like calling her Echo Wits, but she's going to chuck up our verse for the day, Romans 12 verse 15. I just think it's really appropriate during this time, in this moment. We just listened to Pastor Ben talking about how we're all a bit exhausted. We're all a bit tired, and so patience and, I don't know, just people are coming to their end in terms of like, it's been exhausting.
Yeah.
And so this is what he was talking about as the antidote. It says, rejoice with those who rejoice and weep with those who weep, Romans 12 verse 15. So for instance, yes, shout out to 7A, but for instance, what I'm talking about is the antidote to that exhaustion is obviously your relationships around you, but it's meeting the people around you wherever they're at.
Yes.
So if people are stoked, be stoked with them, and if they're down a bit, like just lament with them.
Yeah.
Spend time with them, meet them exactly where they're at, and that's how relationships work best.
Yeah.
And relationships give us life, so yeah.
I think it's also like not coming in with your own like agenda, but maybe sussing out where the other person's at first. And I think that really goes with our theme for loving our neighbour, because it's all about like focusing on someone else.
Yeah.
So coming into the room maybe and saying, hey, how's everyone doing? And then we can kind of like gauge where they're at and then move on from there.
Yeah.
I'm feeling very loud with my
That
chains,
is
so sorry
very
about that. I'm
annoying.
trying to like talk up here or down here.
For sure, which actually leads us into what we wanted to show you this morning was our trailer
Yes.
for something we're going to show you in chapel tomorrow. Chapel tomorrow, we're going to do a live stream at the start.
Yes.
Chapels are going to go live because I think it's more fun. That way we can yell out to 7A and someone can run across the oval and get a muffin or whatever.
There may not be muffins, but there is something that we're going to get everyone involved with tomorrow. So I'm really excited about chapel tomorrow. It's going to be really, really cool.
And then we're going to, just to give us a bit of extra time and because it's awesome, we want to play...
Mainly because it's awesome.
Mainly to give us more time. We want to sort out the live show thing.
Yeah.
We wanted to show you something we think it actually goes with the text we just shared.
Yeah, it actually
12.
does.
And is it called God of Hope?
Yeah, so this is a documentary made with in Australia, so that's really cool. So we can understand the context of it, and it's about a few different stories sharing about their journey with hope. So we're going to watch the trailer now, I think.
I think we're about to click up on it.
Okay, smiling please. 3, 2, 1. Yeah, good. Thank you.
It's a new life
New life.
for me.
Yeah.
Sometimes you go through some pretty dark periods to appreciate the light.
If God was all powerful, why doesn't he stop things that are terrible like that, and it's like one of the biggest questions.
When Riley was born, he had soft larynx. It got to the point where I started actually hallucinating. I was so sleep deprived, and it was just me and this baby, and it was just so unbearable. I honestly thought, I'm never going to sleep properly again.
It's so easy to get buried in your own suffering, and it seems like the only way out is to find someone else who's been through the same thing.
It's amazing to see the person you're about to photograph go through such a major surgery.
Hopefully we can get some really nice images so that when the patients see it, they are encouraged.
I've been making a list. I want to do panoramic stuff because I think that when you're focusing on other things, you can be happier.
Taking a photograph that's to represent the baby Jesus, well, that's a big responsibility.
When you're actually hit by something difficult, it's probably very easy to bash on God. I think he's strong enough to take it. It's a real relationship. It's not some detached, powerful thing that you can't interact with. God isn't behind all this bad stuff, which is the most important thing.
I got an appointment with the doctor before school, and she said it's incurable. And I thought, oh, okay. I didn't want to be the cancer person. My dad died when I was in my teens, and I knew what it was like to live without a parent. I had no fear. God had my family, I was going to him, and that was okay.
Visiting the hospital and seeing the way these people deal with amazing suffering with a lot of thankfulness, a lot of hope and joy, and just, it's at another level. No matter what happens in this earth, no matter how terrible it is, God himself came and suffered. It's something that he endures with us. The suffering we're experiencing in this lifetime, even if it's immense, not even compared to the amount of amazing things we have in our future when things are made new again.
As a doctor said to me once, Karen, there are things way worse than dying, and living without hope is worse than dying.
Yeah.
So we are excited for chapels tomorrow, for chapel tomorrow, and yeah, we're just excited to share this story. We watched it yesterday, and we think it's got some really cool and probably bang stories. Hey, speaking of
Don't say it.
okay, I'm going to do some shout outs right now. So thanks to those who are watching. First of all, we've got a shout out. We already said shout out to 7A. It was so nice to hang out with you guys yesterday for homeroom. Shout out to Emil Heskey, Kennedy Evans.
Where is Emil?
Daisy
Hey, Emil,
McKenna.
are you at home?
And also a shout out to 7D. You guys are on today. Woohoo! Excited to have you guys here. And that's
Hey,
all
that's
our shout
Mr.
outs.
Ross, I think. Actually, that means Mr. Deanshaw could be there. Principal. I
Maybe.
think Roscoe and Deanshaw are together.
Yeah.
I wonder if he's there. Layla, let us know if he's there, mate. Because if he is, we'll do a better job.
So today, as you go about your day, think about how you can be there for other people and just be an encouragement to them as well. There's some things that are happening in our world right now that are pretty devastating. There's a lot of confusion, there's a lot of hurt happening. So maybe we should just pray for that right now as we wrap up. Sounds cool. Yeah,
Sure.
all right, let's bow our heads, everyone. Dear Jesus, we just want to lift up just our whole planet to you right now, God. And I pray, God, that you would just please come in and bring peace in places that are full of war and strife, God. And I pray also for courage for people who need it to stand up and to do something about what's going on around them, Lord. I pray also for just wisdom too, to know when to speak, when not to speak, and help us as we kind of meet people where they're at. We love you, God. Thank you for who you are, and we just want to give this day to you. Amen.
Amen. Hey, just before we go, Mr. Williams has chimed in. and has asked if that's Kongula Beach in the background. Now, Stace, is it? Because Stacey's been to Kongula.
Where's that?
It's in Vanuatu.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. We probably shouldn't talk about travelling overseas because no one can do it.
Definitely.
That's a bit awkward. But Mr. Williams, I don't think it is, mate, because look behind me. I don't know which way to go. There's a boat there. That boat's not on the Kongula.
Oh, okay.
So 100% no. But it looks good. Everyone have a crack a day.
Yeah,
Grace
awesome.
and peace to you all. We'll see you tomorrow for chapel.